Namaskaram and welcome to yet another sketch of one of the enlightened masters. So here I'm drawing the sketch of one of the prime devotee of Ramana Maharshi. So his name is Poonjaji or the Papaji. So it was like a quite fascinating because one of the reason I came across Ramana Maharshi or the spirituality was through the one of the encounter between Papaji and then Ramana Maharshi. So when I read this story, before that, I was nowhere close to the spirituality. I was doing meditation, but I didn't knew especially what spirituality is. But when I read this encounter between Poonja Papaji and Ramana Maharshi, something happened to me, and that is where I started reading more, and traveling to Tiruvannamalai happened a few years afterwards. So the encounter goes like this. Poonja Papaji was in the East India Company, or at the time India was ruled by British, so he was in the army. So the main reason why he joined the army was to learn the techniques of how the British were operating, and he wanted to start some revolutionary fight against them. But at the same time, he was a devotee of Krishna and he was quite spiritual by his nature. So while he was in North India, so he met a person, and this person told him that you have to go to such place in South India, and you will find a person you are looking for. So he like ignored at the time, but somehow his army posting has been shifted to Chennai. At that time it was called Madras. So he was staying over there, and then one day he realized that why I should not go visit this place, because I have been told by one of the another person. So he decided that since Tiruvannamalai was the place, so Tiruvannamalai is bit close from Chennai or Madras at the time. So he went to the place. So before coming to this story, this encounter, Papaji or Poonja, was earlierly, even though he was army, he used to visit all the ashrams and then all the places, and he used to ask all the gurus and then the teachers or the ascetics in different ashrams all over the world. And his question was, he was asking that I want to see God, or I wanted to experience God. So he said that his idea was, if God is ever present, he should be able to see the God immediately. And all the other the teachers or the gurus of different ashrams used to tell him that you have to do these practices, it is going to take this much of time, you need to put this much of effort. And he was quite unsatisfied, because his idea was, if the God is there, he should be able to see the God or experience the God immediately. Why he has to wait? So he was willing to become the slave of the people. He wanted to serve the people who can give him the experience, but he was disappointed. So eventually, coming back to the story, he reaches Tiruvannamalai, and when he starts to go in, it is quite fascinating that he looks to the a bed, and then there's a person is sitting over there silently, and all the people are also sitting silently around him. And the moment he saw that person, he just wanted to leave that place and then go back to Madras. The moment he was going back, one of the person from the ashram comes to him and then asks him, why he was leaving, because like he had just arrived, why he is leaving. So what Punjab Papaji said that it's quite interesting that he says that this guy is a fool, or like this guy is a fraud. This guy is the same person. He met me in North India. This guy told me to come to this place, and now he's sitting here. So this guy cannot be the person I'm looking for, because like this guy is the same person I met in North India, and then this guy asked me to come here. So he's certainly a fraud. But that attendant told him that the person who is sitting on the bed has never left this place in his entire life. So after some convincing, like he wanted to meet Ramana Maharshi. So this person sitting on the bed was Ramana Maharshi. So Punjab Papaji went over there and then asked several questions. That he asked, I want to see the God, I want to see the God. He asked several times. I'm going to like make this discussion a little bit short, because like it's extensive. If you want to read more, you can read a book called Nothing Ever Happened. So I think like it's available only in the Kindle. There are a 3-part series. It's the autobiography of Papa Poonjaji, which discusses about his encounter with Ramana Maharshi. So he asked several times to Ramana Maharshi that like, I want to see God. If you are able to show me the God, you should show me. But like Ramana Maharshi does not speak, as we know. Ramana Maharshi is a silent sage. So eventually, after many conversation, Ramana Maharshi finally spoke, and he said that you say you are looking for the God, but can you tell me who is looking through you? And this was the changing point for Punjab Papaji. Namaskar.